What happens when a winter storm decides to rewrite the record books? That's exactly what Ontario experienced in late November 2024, as one of the most intense snowstorms in recent history swept through, leaving communities buried under mountains of snow. Imagine towns disappearing beneath 140 centimeters of snow in just a couple of days. That's not just winter, that's Mother Nature's mic drop. This wasn't just a regular Canadian winter day, it was an extreme event that brought life to a grinding halt and showcased the raw power of nature. The snowstorm began on November 30th, 2024, and continued well into early December, targeting central and northern Ontario with unrelenting fury. Fueled by lake-effect snow squalls, a weather phenomenon that occurs when cold air passes over the comparatively warm waters of the Great Lakes, this storm had all the ingredients for record-breaking snowfall. Cold air eagerly picked up moisture from the lakes, transforming it into relentless snow deposits that slammed inland communities. For those who thought they were prepared for winter, this storm was a stark reminder of how unpredictable and extreme Canadian winters can be. In Gravenhurst, located in the picturesque Muskoka region, snow accumulations reached a staggering 140 centimeters, approximately 55 inches, compelling local authorities to declare a state of emergency on December 1st. This snowfall was not just intense, it was historic, marking one of the heaviest snowfalls in nearly 30 years. Gravenhurst wasn't alone in bearing the brunt of this storm. Nearby areas also recorded jaw-dropping totals, with Bracebridge at 125 centimetres, Echo Bay at 136 centimetres, and Sault Ste. Marie at 105 centimetres. These figures don't just highlight the storm's severity, they underscore its place in Ontario's meteorological history. For a province accustomed to winter, this storm was a game-changer. The sheer volume of snow was enough to overwhelm even the most seasoned Canadians. Think about it, over a metre of snow falling in just a few days. Snowplows worked tirelessly, but it was like trying to empty an overflowing bathtub with a spoon. The snowfall totals were so extreme that they challenged infrastructure, emergency services, and even the patience of residents who are no strangers to harsh winters. Gravenhurst's declaration of a state of emergency wasn't just a formality, it was a lifeline. Emergency services faced monumental challenges, from roads rendered impassable to vehicles stranded in every conceivable direction. Highway 11, a critical artery through the region, remained closed for days as crews struggled to clear snowdrifts and assist motorists. The chaos on the roads was emblematic of the storm's widespread disruption. The storm's ferocity didn't stop at road closures. Over 25,000 customers in cottage country found themselves in the dark as heavy snow weighed down power lines and trees. Hydro crews battled not just the elements, but also treacherous conditions to restore electricity. For many residents, the wait for power to return felt as endless as the snowfall itself. Imagine being snowed in and without power for days on end. It's a scenario that tested the resilience of thousands. Across the Muskoka region, the Trillium Lakelands District School Board made the only logical decision, closing all schools. The risks posed by the storm's whiteout conditions and snow-covered roads were simply too great. Meanwhile, the Ontario Provincial Police issued warnings urging residents to stay indoors unless absolutely necessary. Despite these efforts, countless vehicles were reported stranded, their drivers caught off guard by the storm's unrelenting intensity. What made this snowstorm so exceptional? Meteorologists have identified several key factors. One was the Great Lakes' unusually warm surface temperatures for late November, which created a dramatic temperature gradient with the incoming cold air. This clash of temperatures supercharged lake-effect snow, turning an ordinary storm into a record-breaking monster. Jeff Coulson, a meteorologist with Environment Canada, likened the snowfall to some of the largest storms in Ontario's history. He emphasized that such intense accumulations are rare during early winter, when snowfalls tend to be more moderate and spread out over weeks rather than concentrated in mere days. To put this storm into perspective, it's worth noting that Ontario's winter weather is typically harsh but manageable. However, the 2024 storm's scale and intensity drew comparisons to legendary snowstorms of decades past. In terms of both snowfall totals and the widespread disruption caused, it's a storm that will be remembered for generations. How often does a single storm rewrite the narrative of what winter means in a region so familiar with the cold? As the snow finally began to ease, communities faced a monumental cleanup effort. Local governments enlisted extra help from neighboring regions to expedite snow removal. Snowplows worked around the clock, but the sheer volume of snow presented logistical nightmares. Residents found themselves running out of places to pile it, with driveways and sidewalks turning into miniature mountain ranges. For many residents, the storm's aftermath was a test of patience and perseverance. Al McEwen, a Gravenhurst local, described the difficulty of managing such enormous snow volumes. "You clear your driveway, turn around, and it feels like you're back at square one," he said. Despite the frustrations, stories of neighbors helping neighbors highlighted the community spirit that shines brightest in challenging times. From lending snowblowers to sharing warm meals, acts of kindness made a significant difference. Private snow removal companies found themselves inundated with requests, often working up to 20 hours a day to keep up with demand. From clearing roofs to ensuring emergency access, these crews became an indispensable part of the recovery effort. It wasn't just about convenience. In many cases, it was about ensuring safety, as heavy snow threatened to collapse roofs or block emergency routes. This storm serves as a stark reminder of how changing climate patterns are influencing weather extremes. While it's too early to attribute this specific event directly to climate change, scientists agree that a warmer atmosphere holds more moisture, potentially leading to more intense snowstorms. Ontario's winters may see a trend toward fewer but more severe snow events, making preparedness all the more critical. With winter just getting started, meteorologists warned of additional snow systems on the horizon. Regions near Georgian Bay were forecasted to receive another 20 to 50 centimeters of snow, further complicating cleanup efforts. Residents were urged to remain vigilant, stay informed, and prepare for rapidly changing conditions. For those still digging out from the first storm, the prospect of more snow was both daunting and exhausting. Through all the chaos, one thing remained clear: the resilience of Ontario's communities. From emergency responders to ordinary citizens, countless individuals worked tirelessly to navigate the storm's challenges. Whether it was clearing roads, restoring power, or simply checking on neighbors, their efforts underscore the strength of human spirit in the face of adversity. Stories of camaraderie emerged from every corner. In Bracebridge, a group of neighbors banded together to dig out an elderly resident's driveway. In Sault Ste. Marie, local businesses opened their doors to provide warmth and shelter for stranded travelers. These acts of kindness reminded everyone that even in the harshest conditions, there's always room for compassion. The snowstorm that buried Ontario under record-breaking snowfall was as awe-inspiring as it was disruptive. Its impact on transportation, power infrastructure, and daily life was profound, offering a sobering reminder of winter's unpredictable power. Yet, amid the snowdrifts and challenges, the people of Ontario showed incredible resilience and determination. As the cleanup continues and more winter weather looms, one thing is certain: this storm will be etched into the annals of Canadian weather history. If you found this report engaging, let us know what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the stories that shape our world.